broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Term is 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Okay, next.
A bullshit.
All right, y'all. Let me stop playing games. I just wanted to kind of do an improv live. I couldn't wait. So we're gonna see how we trip up the algorithm today. I do have some breaking news, and I want to say that I'm not saying this gloatingly. Okay, I'm saying this is because you see this shirt right here. All right, believe in something. Okay, even if it means sacrifices and standing alone. And that's what I have been doing. I have been being honest and transparent with you guys, not choosing a narrative that I want to because I don't like Tiffany. Okay, so there is some breaking news. As I mentioned a few times, Tiffany may sue. So now I want to shout out to Chicago Tribune. Hey guys, I found a way to hack it. Okay, so shout out to Chicago Tribune. I went through Yahoo News. Shout out to Yahoo. I'm like, oh my God, I got to read this article. So this article was today years old at 3:58 p.m. Okay, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard sues trustees saying they conspired to thwart her authority. Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard is assuming some trustees and the village administrator have taken in a civil conspiracy meant to dilute her authority, according to the lawsuit Tuesday in Cook County. The lawsuit alleges trustees have taken away Henyard's authority to make appointments to points such as police chief, village administrators, and village attorneys. So this is following up the Ronnie Berg situation. Okay, Henyard in the complaint says the village where she has been mayor for nearly 4 years and under investigation by the federal authorities is disorganized, disjointed, and in disarray due to the consistent infighting among her trustees and other village officials. Angela Lockett, the attorney representing Dolton and Henyard, said Tuesday she plans to ask the judge for a restraining order that would restore the mayor's ability to make appointments. Lockett was appointed as temporary village attorney, by Mayor Henyard, although the village did not approve it. And Mayor have also named Ronnie Berg, so we know about that. So Trustees House is challenging Mayor Henyard in the next February election. We're going to get into that a little bit more in later broadcasts, as well as it says, let's get to a Trustee House who is challenging Henyard and Mayor in the next February primary was named as a defendant along with Trustee Belcher, Tammy Brown, and Brittany Norwood. Okay, so this was filed this Tuesday. Village Administrator Keith Freeman, who Henyard had appointed to fire, is also named as a defendant as the law firm Oderson Murphy, they represent. Now, this is just going to be another lawsuit with the same recycle of names that we have been showing you, in real time. So let me get to this one. Hold on one second. So I want to get to this because I'm waiting to see the actual lawsuit, but I know the lawsuit is coming. I'm just like minutes away from the next lawsuit, which is going to take place in Thornton. Okay. I do want to clarify something with this news article just to verify something that I have said. I was not sure was she able to run. Many people have made commentary saying Tiffany's out of there, she's out of there, she can't run, she's kicked out of there. And I want you guys to understand that a lot of that is clickbait. You are getting closer to the election, and you guys really need to focus in on content that's going to give you the substance you need to make the right decision and not go on an emotional roller coaster. That's the most important thing. Okay, so here, right here, basically in this article, because when I say it, it don't mean anything, but we're gonna let the other people say it. Okay, it says Dolton supervisor mayor is planning to fight back, losing the Democratic nominee for Thornton Township supervisor and position she currently holds. Henyard did not qualify for the December 3rd caucus because she did not have a certified assessor on her ticket as required for all nominees. She objected to the proceedings that night, then claimed it was voter suppression in the interview. On Saturday, she revealed during a rally that she plans to file a lawsuit against Illinois Senate State Napoleon, a committee of the Democratic Party, who who choose to have a caucus instead of the typical primary election. So that's not an argument, but what highlights to me is that not only is she allegedly planning on going after Napoleon, she's going to go after the Democratic Party. Okay. Now, I will say a lot of people are going to get pulled into this if you start naming people as far as those people in the Democratic Party that was not privy to the caucus. Okay. I'm just saying that because I know some things. Okay. So, what happened to us on December 3rd was short of fairness, Henyard said. We didn't have our opportunity to be heard. On December 3rd, 2024, your rights to vote was hijacked by the committeeman, Senate Napoleon Harris, she claimed. But put some respect on my name. This is her. She said, put some respect on my name because I'm loved throughout Thornton Township. She told her supporters, according to Fox 32. I'm not on the ground, but I definitely know she ain't loved on the internet. That's why I keep going, and that's why I never ever give up. Henyard called for justice for voters' rights, which, this is what I keep telling you guys, don't be confused about what her stance is. It's not about her being in the room. So because they're saying it and they're solidifying her stance, and also we're going to talk about if she can run. I just want to show you this. So Henyard called for justice for voters' rights, which she said was taken away at the caucus. She insists the process was rigged against her by claiming her supporters was not allowed in the room during the caucus. Hundreds of eligible voters, including seniors, local mayors, local aldermen, local state senators, and state representatives, were locked out of the venue and forced to stand in the freezing temperatures, unable to access the voting process in a timely and fair manner. Now, these people who she's naming, or this article is naming, just to give you a heads up, like a senator, local mayor, local alderman, local state senator. Now, you know she don't got all those people on her team. If she subpoenaed them to court, they must come to court. And if it was proven some way, somehow that they were there and they say that they were locked out, it's going to prove that it's not only her supporters that were locked out, but it's what I've been telling you. It was everybody, not just her side. It was both sides. This is what I was observed. This is what I listened to when I listened to the different commentary, and it makes sense. This is why I say Thornton Township, be aware. Okay, don't get too on that emotional roller coaster that they're sending you on, because if you deal with the facts, you wouldn't even really got too hype about what happened that day, because it was sensationalism at its best. So this is what I'm telling you from, just a legal researcher perspective, because I'm not a lawyer, but this is what happens when you have a case. So they don't have to be on her side. Just like in the YSL case, it kind of blew their case a hole because they were bringing people up there that didn't want to testify for them. But I just want to show you it can be done. All right. So her supporters has also pointed out that Thornton Township has not done a caucus in decades and only switched recently for nominees, which is irrelevant. Harris has denied any wrongdoing, insisting that the people still had their voice, had their say. People in Thornton Township may be new to the caucus because they haven't had them in a while, but this has been a transition for many years. It says this has been a tradition. I do apologize, for many years. Other townships around the state, Harrison said. Now, I can be petty and show you guys, because I haven't shown you guys the difference between what happened at the Democrat caucus versus the Republican, but I don't want to make this a long live today. I just want to get through the facts because tomorrow we have a special broadcast. We have a special guest for you guys, okay? So, though she is not a Democrat nominee, and this is just in conclusion, guys, because I have to report the facts. I can't just put anything out there. Not because I just don't like Henyard, but I want my people to be informed. Though she's not a Democrat nominee, Henyard could still be on the ballot in April from Thornton Township Supervisor. 1, as a write-in. 2, or as an independent candidate. So this is telling me that she did not submit her paperwork. Now, I'm not saying that Chicago Tribune know it all and they, whatever. But I will say they have been on task about what has been going on. So if people contradict this statement today, I'm going to question them because you haven't contradicted their statements before. So I was trying to clarify, like I said, I'm going to go live. Tomorrow we got a special guest, and then I'll do a deep dive on Sunday because I have a lot going on, y'all. I wanted to finish some stuff today. But I did want to be the first to talk about this. Okay, just to make sure that you guys are staying informed. Don't be surprised. A lawsuit is coming and Tiffany can still be on the ballot. Writing in is one thing. Okay, so that'll kind of, to me, lower her chances. But going in as an independent candidate, that's a whole nother bracket. So Sunday, we're going to go into that and we're going to talk about it so we can look at the laws behind how she could be able to go in as an independent candidate. Because honestly, what I was thinking, because she was already, not just broadcasted with the ticket, and chose her half a slate, but she has been a Democrat consistently, and that's how she's been representing herself. So that is the breaking news for right now. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And this is not to gloat. I want to tell you, I told you so, but I told you so. Don't let them stress you out. Don't let them play with your mind. I did a whole video the other day just talking about the process and what you were supposed to go through, reading the book. And do you know I had so many comments that said, oh, she wasn't there. Oh, she was there. We got the proof. I love you guys, but I know y'all ain't got no cognitive dissonance and y'all can't stay focused on the subject matter. At least respond to what I said. Don't just respond with something out of the blue. You just saying, sticking to your how you say, punchline for the moment. Okay? Don't do that. Because y'all know I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, and I'm gonna get in the comment. Anybody has anything to say? Hello, everyone who jumped in real quick. Bringing all this is corrupt to the surface for all to see inside me. Shout out to you. And I'm actually streaming on 2 lives. I'm streaming on my phone and I'm streaming on StreamYard. You know why? Because I'm gonna break this damn algorithm. Let me stop. We're gonna get through the algorithm. Please hit the like. Thank you. You like the shirt? Yes. You know what it is. Also, my son makes shirts, so we'll definitely be putting that in the community page as well. Hello. I'm just putting some comments on the page. Why would you believe anything Tiffany says? As she does is twist the citation and lies. Well, that's the newspaper, because usually you already saw how skeptical they was in reading the newspaper. When I was reading it, did you hear the tone of their skepticism of her? But they did say, that she'll be able to run, and is based on voter suppression. What I want to bring out is the fact of the grounds that she will actually be able to bring a lawsuit forward. That's what I want to bring. Other than the rest of that, Tiffany words is twisted. But again, this is what I say. When I bring up something, it's like you guys talk around it. Do y'all see the laws? Do you not see the process that was missing? Okay, how did Tiffany become the supervisor? Citizens voting, or was it set up? It was a setup, just like allegedly what happened that day. Thank you for bringing that up, Sheer P. It looked the same. So they like, hey, we could try it again. Gonzalez put her there. Gonzalez, and then you know what? It was a whole system behind it. They had a good old boy system in the back. Now, I don't know how woke Gonzalez is. I try to give him his credit where his credit due right now because he's been fighting. But at least right now, he made the moves enough to not participate in the meetings enough to allow the residents to have the power to choose a trustee. So I have to give that to Gonzalez. You guys choose who y'all want and who did what. You got people that say wipe the whole slate clean. Like wipe, hey, that's what you want to do. But at least you're informed in what what I'm saying, decision you're making, and it's not based on propaganda. She signed a Democratic contract to run. She cannot be an independent candidate. So do you have that proof? Because I like the proof. Everything is hearsay. That's why I say allegedly, because you have some content creators that says that she did, she submitted, and then you have some that say she did not submit. She says she didn't submit. The lawsuit will bring that forward. So I will hope, Mr. Stanley, you can email me that, and I will definitely show it. I'll definitely show it because we want the facts out. We want the residents to be prepared for what might happen. But, other than that, that's all allegedly. It was down to it was down to the wire, and it would have had to go to the people vote. But Mr. Gonzalez nominated her. Yes, we remember that. Y'all really mad at him. I'll be trying to give Mr. Gonzalez a little pass. Y'all stay on his butt, but I can't be mad at y'all. Y'all want the people to realize that. Tiffany, who twists everything. Okay, Tiffany needs to go away. She is toxic. We all know the Dems are corrupt. Yes, and I'm gonna have to agree with that statement on both sides because I can't hold my tongue. It's real. Something not right. She gots to go. But it has to be done fairly. You know what I'm saying? Let's run a good campaign. Let's see how the people really feel. Because then if you get in there and then there's a base that really don't like you, you're going to have to deal with it. It's going to be another 4 years of something from other side. You see what I'm saying? So do your thing, girl. Keep us grounded. Thank you. I appreciate you. I know I'm corny Susie, but I'm going to have to keep it real. Like, wait a minute. God be the glory. Okay, she didn't have the full slate, so she could not be nominated for supervisor. She has no lawsuit, period. So that's what I'm telling you, Ronald. It was a process. You have to prove that she submitted the full slate. Not only on top of that, I keep explaining to you guys, and we're going to put this in the description. Please watch it. It's corny, but it's informative. They were supposed to allow the voters in the room the chance to vote on the rules. That rule in particular, the voters did not get a chance to do that. There was a series of steps that were supposed to take place. I was so excited. I'm telling you, when I'm about to do something, I go look it up, research it. I was ready. Most of you guys may not have watched that live where I went down and broke it down before the caucus. Like, okay, this is what you're supposed to expect, guys, because no one was really talking about the caucus prior until like the day of. And I'm like, why is this not being broadcasted so everybody will go? Wow. And this is what I said to my favorite resident. And now it makes sense because they did not want everybody to go. That thing would have been plastered all over Dolton politics. Shout out to Dolton politics. I'm sorry I froze y'all. Shout out to Dolton Politics. You officially put me on timeout without putting me on timeout. I haven't gotten in trouble. I still can make comments, but I've been trying to make a few posts that probably is the opposition, and they were like, hell to the no, to the no. So shout out to you because I mean, I really respect the platform. I appreciate everything about it, but you are showing suppression. Maybe I have to really internalize that Dolton Politics is for Clean House 2025. I really thought it was just for everybody, but I have to internalize that, and I'm just being real because I'll be trying to figure things out. So that's why I know how to behave. Okay, so I just wanted to push it to the limit a little bit, put something out there to see if you guys would post it, and they say, hell no. So anyway, it is what it is. I appreciate you guys. I still post y'all post. I still big up Dolton Politics because the people of Dolton do need to be informed, and you guys have some funny posts. So we addressed the full slate thing, which we still have questions over. Is all hearsay because the process wasn't handled properly. She was outside for a long time, and then allegedly she got herself to the front door and got in and started yelling. Where was the time for her to hand in the full slate? Election code is the one that governs independent candidates. Ironically, Henyard is trying to say that the independent candidate in Dolton should not be able to run. Exactly. She's a hypocrite. Yes, she's going after Cassandra Jordan. She sent one of her goons after her for something stupid, which was something about if I can recall, it was about her numbers to make sure that all of her signatures were real, which I told you guys you should do the same thing to her, because Tiffany, allegedly she boots on the ground. Y'all should check that out. But she is a hypocrite. She's doing the same thing. And if she runs as independent, allegedly she don't need a full slate. So that's gonna knock it out the box about that argument. She came messy, she served messy, and it looks like she's gonna leave messy. And it's the truth. And it's sad that her whole legacy has been a hot mess. But guess what? What we're going to do tonight, we're going to re-upload that small section where I compared Trump to Hillary. Why the hell I keep doing that? I did that in a live where I compare Trump to Henyard. Okay, y'all gonna see now that I'm not far off, because when I was live that night, somebody was like, "This is far off." No, it's not. Right at this time where Trump called voter suppression, that was the turning point of all the negative shit he did for his whole life. Okay, so that's why you guys need to be aware. And if she's hitting the streets and telling people voter suppression, and you guys on the internet trolling and saying other shit that has nothing to do with nothing and not enlightening the people and getting a real movement moving, then you guys are going to lose. That's what I'm seeing. That's what it makes me like, damn. So I will hope it's not like that, but real is real. Does that make sense? You said she was inside all the time. Actually, you know what? I was listening to Burgundy Blue Live, and that was the actual live that I put on my community page. And that live, it was after the live I went in, and she was kind of going in about certain things, but she did mention that Tiffany and Miss Jordan, the two candidates, are outside. Outside. And it's not y'all making that face like they're on the streets, like they got the people on it, like with them. You see what I'm saying? Even a little bit that I know about Miss Jordan, I know she gives a lot of community service, and people that's in Dolton that receives that are not the ones that's totally on the internet. You see what I'm saying? And the ones that are on the internet that knows of Miss Jordan's service, them, they won't even talk about it. So you guys are being kind of like getting the wool placed in your eyes. And I don't want you guys to be thrown off because you don't know what to expect this election, because there's different factors that take apart. That take us apart in this decision. It's not just the internet. Like, it literally woke me up. I would have never thought, and I'm telling y'all again, this was an hour, and I'm like, nah, why are you just waking up now? When Miss Jordan said that she had close to 1,000 signatures and not on the internet, I was like, all right, girl, get back to the guerrilla warfare. Go back in the streets, because you got caught in this internet thinking that this internet is going to be the thing, but it is two sides to it. And to say this, let's say this. Before Bill Gates did all this crazy nonsense, you know what I'm saying? He was a millionaire and a billionaire. Does that make sense? So you don't always have to be on the internet to gain your riches and your status. Let's just think about that, okay? So what other comments? Y'all going a little fast. I didn't think it was gonna be this much. She was there before I started the calf knowledge, did a deep dive, and she was there for ages, and her people was late getting there. That's not the truth, sir. It's really not. It doesn't matter. Even if it was, they didn't let people into 6:30, and then they only let a few people in. So even if that statement was true, because people were walking away by 7, cars wasn't, they were lined up. Even if that statement was true, it just can't be, because they opened the door at 6:30. The place was semi-full, and they only let a handful of people in. So these are the things that I'm talking about. These are some of the procedures and the flaws that y'all not seeing. Do you not think that even if they had a party before, and I don't think they should have had a party. That's just my opinion. Do you not think they should have emptied the room? Because these people were invited guests and they wasn't just voters of Thornton. I mean, that's why I monitor for certain comments I kind of take to heart, because I really know that a lot of people comment on this don't live in Thornton. Because if you lived there, you was an active voter, you'll be pissed. And I'm not an active voter there. And I feel some type of way because I just like people to have their rights, plain and simple. Okay, there is a video showing Tiffany inside before all of it. Yes, it is, because guess what? I was live that day. And I was saying, is that Tiffany? Is that Tiffany? I kept saying, is that Tiffany? And somebody in my audience like, yes, Grace. I'm like, okay, because that looked like, I see the big old bulging eyes. And she was standing right in the middle. Then you see Kamal walking around with the baby. He wasn't totally close to her. And my thing, I was like, damn, they getting on her. And Kamal is walking around with the baby. This is what I was thinking because it got so chaotic. But it looks like she was there no longer than 5 minutes before everything started. To me, I watched it. I was staring at it. I was doing commentary. I was there from the beginning. Who was it? Who was it? It was Reality Check TV. He had a pretty clear live. I looked at his, so I remember when she walked in, and I was like, "Yo, is that her? Is that her?" Because I was confused, but I saw the bulging eyes. But that's not the argument, and that's what I'm saying. When I'm talking to my kids and we be going through stuff, and I'm not being funny, and they try to gaslight me and kind of just go to the left, I really be having to bring them back and be like, no, this is what we're talking about. Audience, I love you guys, but we got to stay on task. As we know, the argument is not if she was in the room. You see what I'm saying? It's not that. There was 3 separate videos showing him you're entering, not the argument. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but I'm over that. I'm over that. I know it's propaganda, and I know the Thornton Residents is over it. If you listen to my last live, I talked about it, and I think I have Thornton Residents that agree with the commentary. I'm gonna be honest. Henyard is now backtracking on some of the things she have stated. Apparently, her phone location may have given her away. I'm shutting up, Norm. I'm shutting up. Shutting the hell up. She was there way before and went. So again, the same thing. I love you guys, but like I said, that can't ride. You can't override my commentary. My commentary is telling you the law and the truth. Plain and simple. And if she was there, even if she was there for the party, and they didn't open the door at 6:30 for the people, and they were yelling and they didn't get in, it wouldn't matter. How about that? Can I just dissolve that argument? Let's say she was there at 5 o'clock for the party. The problem is the people who were supposed to vote was outside. Does that make sense? Y'all, you can't be like this. No, that's why I know some of you cannot be from Thornton. Y'all can't be, because there are people out there that is not happy. It said elected officials. It said mayors was outside. That's not, watch. When the news, well, I know the news report, not everything that's the truth, but some of that are portion that I read to you is true. It was a mayor with some type of elected official. We already know it's probably an alderman, because Keith Price, thicker than the Snicker ass, was out there. You see what I'm saying? There were public officials out there. Allegedly, there was a picture of Hunt out there in line. They ain't let nobody in. They didn't care about nobody's authority. Does that make sense? Yep. So her people could have gotten in, not if there was 500 and there was no room for 500 exactly. So if it wasn't a room for 500 residents, then they should have emptied out the room and let 500 legal voting residents in the room. That room capacity should have been full. If it was a small room with Thornton residents only. Yes. So that argument is disseminated. I mean, I'm just going to be real. Like, I'll be ready for it. I love court. I mean, I'll sit in a panel of 5 people and we could go one by one and just give me a chance to take my notes. You guys have to come with facts. I love you, but I don't deal with propaganda. It's a way that she's going to, just the way I'm disseminating it right here in front of you, Keith Price ass going to be in the court saying the same thing if they say something like what y'all just said. Okay? Try to think of some critical thinking skills here. So Chris Southern said I was there at 5 p.m. and she was outside. Ooh, I don't know. And she got in the room before it started, but not all of her people could get in. Ooh, Chris, I don't know Chris, and y'all know I'm the black sheep. So Chris up there telling the truth, he's probably a resident. So that's what I'm saying. Chris, I'm glad that you're aware what's going on, and then you're going to make your own synopsis and don't fall for the propaganda and get yourself all worked up because you saw what was going on and you know that it will be possibly a ground for lawsuit. Now, we will pray that she used her campaign money, that it don't have to go through Thornton Township. But if Miss Lockett there, I got 10% there. If Miss Lockett is involved, y'all already know the lines, the vision, everything gonna be blurred. This was unnecessary. That's when it was unnecessary. I think that they probably could have beat Tiffany just by the fact that most Democrats don't even like her or want her. I get what you're saying. The room should have been empty, and the only people that could have voted should have been in there. 11, it's at 11, but look at the good news by looks of it. Tiffany might be out of a job, but I just read the article to you that she can be, we already know she can write in. That may lower her chances a lot. But if she can go in there as independent because her paperwork was not submitted and she proved it, she's going to be on the ballot. Y'all are going to have to pick a candidate. And that's the most important part because I keep talking about Tiffany. Hold on. It says, are you saying that the people who registered for the party weren't vetted through their registration? What I'm saying is that I noticed some people who were part of the Democratic Party, but wasn't part of Thornton Township. They had other people like other elected officials that were not part of Thornton Township that shouldn't have been in the room outside of the person I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. I thought it was just that person, but it was more people that wasn't supposed to be there. You see what I'm saying? How someone steal millions from the township and still can't pay their rent. All right. Did you hear the resounding voice vote to stop the madness? So anyway, let's get to this. This is what I want to close off on. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for participating. Thank you. I hope you guys on my phone didn't get knocked off too much because it kept pausing. I'm just trying to beat the algorithm and just do what I have to do for the people. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on, but Thornton Township and Dolton Township residents deserve the truth and deserve the best. Lastly, all I want to say is to the Thornton residents, now you have to keep your eyes open. You're doing your thing. You're going to be you're going to be picking your trustee. Hopefully you have more than one choice. Please try to have more than one choice. But in this same breath, I have to say that you guys be prepared for Tiffany to possibly be on the ticket. That means that other people are going to have votes taken away from them. And that means that you guys, and I'm talking down because I got two things. I'm sorry. That means that you guys actually have to pick your candidate, support them. Try your best to do whatever you need to do. Get guerrilla warfare, boots on the ground. I don't know how you guys feel about Nathan Wade. And as I told you, Nathan Wade, oh shit. You know I need to talk about Atlanta news because that's what I want to talk about. Nate Fields. But I really think the people who support Nate Fields, y'all need to get behind him because, I'm going to close off like this. If it was me and I had a choice between Napoleon Harris and Nate, I'm a goody-goody. I'm going to go with the person that's the outliner. I'm going to go with the person who's more moldable and have the less possible connections to corruption. And no shots fired. It's just the party. Y'all said the party is corrupted. Okay. I'm just following through. I would rather a younger person who has a strive to do something for the community, shows that they have a good intent, don't have a sketchy background. That's shown because nobody's shown that. That's just my opinion. But you guys do what you want to do. Just know that there are some other nominees that was not nominated that night they may go in as independent. I don't know how that is. We're going to go into those names on Sunday. There are other candidates that was there. Everybody keep talking, Tiffany, she did, ha, 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 ha. There were 2 other people trying to run for supervisor. Now, are those the same ones that was contested the other day? We're going to clear that up for you guys because we watched when they were contesting them. So we got those names. And I do want to, oh, shut up. Nope. I was about to get messy. Nate, all I'm saying to you, buddy, please watch who you have around you, sir. Because one of the people who you contest, they close to the people you close to. And I'm going to just take a whole glass or shut the hell up. So you guys, with that, I had to get a little messy at the end. Hit the like button. You know what it is. I'll see you tomorrow with my special guest.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.